Well, welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. What do we got going on here? Guys, this is the invention of the century. I built this myself, and it is for my deer feeder. We're going to get into that right now. I'm going to put this on a couple of three-legged sawhorses, and I'm going to explain this all to you right now. Okay, so let's just start off at right here. I'd like you to visualize this is the end where a cable's going to come down, and this is the 2 points right here and here where it's going to be attached to a tree. So this is more or less just a boom that comes out, a cable comes down, and it lifts your corn feeder off the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up a bit for you, show you exactly how it was built, so you can make your own if you want, and I'm going to demonstrate this up north on a tree. I got a perfect spot for it, and you're going to find that this is probably one of the easiest designs, and it was 3 2x4s, a little small piece of 2x6 here, and you're going to need 4 2x4s if you don't have any scrap pieces to fill in here, and a little bit of hardware, easy to do. So I'll fold this back up and I'll show you how this all works. Well, let's start off at this end right here. You can see where I've just rounded the ends of these. These are just 2 2x4 by 8 footers. And I got the hardware on here, and all it's going to do with this is a ratchet strap to go from here around the tree, hook back up on here, and on the back of the tree will be a ratchet strap. This is just a scrap piece of filler material, and I used PL adhesive on here, and you can see the hardware that I use with lag screws, and they're in there forever. And I went from here to the end 30 inches, so I had to figure this out how the swing was going to go. So I went 30 inches, and all I did was take some drill rod, put it all the way through, a couple of washers, and I have a washer here, and I have a washer here as well. Now what I did is use red Loctite. This baby's never coming apart, I'll tell you that right now. And another piece of scrap wood in here, 2x4, glued in there real nice. Now the two outside legs there, well, you can see I marked on there 48 inches. And I just went over here 3 inches in, drilled the hole, and of course I got the same kind of hardware at this end, and a 45-degree angle here, and this will go around the tree as well, and same on the other side. So you can see the lag screws in there. And now we're going to get to the end here. This is pretty interesting. If you guys can recognize this, you guys in the automotive field, well, this is a pulley off of a single wire GM alternator. Yeah, just the drive belt pulley. So I just had a 5/8 bolt. I put it in there, and I did put some washers on both sides here because I didn't want anything to, like the cable, not to get jammed in here or on this side, so it would stay in here. And of course some red Loctite, and I put down here 8 feet because it is 8 feet the total length. And you know, this was an easy project. I decided not to bother showing the step-by-step how to build it, but showing you exactly how easy it is to build. And this leg will swing down and attach to the tree about 3 feet below. So let me see if I can just explain this a little bit better, and I'm going to show you some improvements I did on the last vid with my corn barrel, because yeah, I didn't think that out too well either. Okay, so here's the corn barrel here. For you guys that haven't seen this video before, I'll put a link down below for the part 1. But I decided to go with a 4th strap here. I put in some cables, and you can see how it's held up, and I had to actually mock it up so it would work, and I had to attach it to the ceiling just to make sure to see how it would work. And the biggest idea that I forgot was, how am I going to put the corn in it, right? So I took the legs that I cut off and I just screwed them back on temporarily so that you can load it up with corn. And that's it right there. I think that's going to be terrific. And that there will hang from the end of that boom. And I think it's going to work out terrific. Well, what do you guys think? The whole idea behind this boom arm is I'm going to be able, it's light enough that I can take it up a ladder with me with the ratchet strap on, undo one of the hooks from the ratchet strap, swing it around the tree, because this bottom leg will stay on one rung with me, so it will not slide back down. I'll hopefully show it in the future, and then I can ratchet strap it just loosely to the top of the tree, and then I'll lift up the boom, attach the bottom leg, and put a ratchet strap around there. Now I'll go around the back side of the tree and I can adjust this, but I want the boom to be on an angle like this, and the second one will go into the tree. Now the reason why I made it curved at the end is so that the more the weight of the barrel comes down, the more it will jam into the tree between them two pivot points. So the weight will be actually on the boom, not on the bottom leg. The bottom leg is just for stability, to go back and forth, and to keep the boom in an upright position. I think it's going to work. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. I've never tried this before. This come right out of here, and it's going up north for an idea. This whole thing weighs roughly, well, 3 2x4s at the most, and a little bit of scrap pieces in between and some hardware. I'm guessing 20 pounds. So I'll have no problem lift that up on a ladder, and that is going to be in an angle like this with the cable coming down, and then I'll have it come back to the tree to keep the barrel up with a hook. And what I'm going to do at the bottom is put a ratchet strap around there and a hook so that I can just easily let the barrel comes down and bring it up. And what I'm going to use is more likely my ATV just to pull the barrel up, because I think I can put a bag and a half of corn in there, which is probably, I'm going to say 75 pounds. So it's not that heavy. If there's more than one of us there, we can probably just pull it up by hand. But yeah, the pulley at the end, you have to have that, I would say, to make sure that it's easy to pull up. Now you could probably get away with just putting a bar through there, you know, and it will still ride on there as well. Or if you want to get a little more inventive, you can put like a little bit of a block and tackle piece at the end there, or hang a snatch block off it or something like that, which would make it even more freewheeling to move. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I thought it was a good idea. It's just a brainstorm of an idea, and I decided I would build the whole thing first, show you what it looks like, demonstrate it up north, and see. Because I have seen so many people getting ladders and going up in trees and running guide wires across and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, no, I'm going to make this so that I can just go up one tree, hang it off, that's it, it's done. And I can take it down, you know, real easy, and I think that's the way to go. Now I made this out of just regular spruce 2x4s. Now of course you can make yours out of pressure treated wood if you want. And if this works out good, I'll make another one and it'll be out of pressure treated wood this time. But I decided, you know, I got to make sure this all works and it's functional first. So thanks for joining me here today, and yeah, it's going to be interesting putting that up in a tree. Sounds good when you say it in a video. It's a lot different when you actually get up in a tree and do it yourself. I think it's going to work. You guys let me know. Come back again now. You guys take care. Cheers. There we go.